Hello, BFFF from Honda. How are you, sweetie? So I'm gonna wait a little bit before I start the crafts. I decided that today we are going to do a little crafting. Hello, Divian. How are you? Anastasia. Hey, my BFFFs. Look at you guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing good, BFF. Just been kind of busy. We've been having guests over and stuff, and I've been just taking everything down from Thanksgiving and starting to decorate my house because we're going to have Christmas Eve here at my house. So, I have to get everything ready for that. And then next weekend I leave. We're gonna go. Me and about 13 friends. We rented a big cabin, a huge cabin, and so we're going to be doing that. Divya, my Thanksgiving was awesome. It was awesome. It was a success. I basically cooked everything. My best friend cooked the turkey, and everything was so delicious. Of course, we ate a lot, so yeah, it was crazy. So over here, hun, it's 7:04 exactly. So we are at 7:04. So what we are going to do today is we are going to make two Christmas cards. They're going to be the same design, obviously, but I'm making two of them. We are going to use this texture paste because I want to go ahead and add this to the card so that it'll look kind of like snow. I kind of tried it already on this little guy right here. So it has the little snow texture and it's 3D. So it just looks like snow on there, or it actually looks like frosting. And then we are going to use some of these little tube confettis just to kind of, well, I'm not really 100% sure if we are going to use them, but in my head, I already have a vision on how I'm going to use these. Let's just see how that goes. Naomi, hey BFF, how are you, boo-boo? And we are going to be inking the background. So I have my Distress inks here, and we have the Wilted Violet, we have Broken China, and Faded Jeans. These are the ones that I normally go to. And if I want to darken it up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and hit that with some black soot. And then right here, we have these little stamp sets that we are going to be using. Yahara, hey boo-boo, how are you? And my Dana. Alright guys, so just so you guys know, my BFF is here, Yahara Gonzalez. She's the one that I'm always with, and we talk like every single day. But so let's focus, little ferrets. So right here, these are the stamp sets that I have. Now I did purchase these at Michael's, and I purchased these about a year ago. I know every time I say something, it's always about a year ago, but that's what happens, guys. I purchase things, and sometimes I don't use them that year, so I have to wait for the following year. However, I will tell you guys this. These stamps are in Michael's right now. They just look a little bit different. But today I was at Michael's and I saw this little Christmas tree here, which is the same Christmas tree that we used for the Christmas card that we made earlier this week. If you guys remember seeing that video, and if you guys haven't, the video is in our library of videos. And the stamp basically says, "May your days be merry and bright." And I love it because it's in the shape of the little Christmas tree. So this is the stamp set we are going to use. And like I said, guys, these are at Michael's right now as we speak. The packaging is just a little different looking. Yes, Divian, it is too confetti, and it's from the Dollar General, where that one that you went to that I told you about, and the one you're having withdrawals to go again. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Naomi. I hope you're feeling better, boo-boo. I hope you're feeling better. Just have some chicken soup and get a lot of rest, girly. That's all you could do, boo-boo. I know, my little bestie. I'm so happy that you finally got to see my lives. My little Yohara works normally graveyard, so she's always working around the time when I'm on live, so she never gets to see it. But today, boo-boo, you are here. Yeah. Yes, you guys need to get a list. Also, too, before I forget to tell you guys, remember we were talking about that little Christmas unicorn? So I'm going to start cutting paper, guys, so we can go ahead and get started on this. But do you guys remember we were talking about that Christmas unicorn? And I could not find it for the life of me. Like, I was looking and looking everywhere for it, but I couldn't find it. I finally found it, guys. So let me go onto my Etsy and show you. Because I actually put it in my shopping cart. Whoa, what are we purchasing here? No. Let's save that for later. Jesse don't know what he's doing. Hold on, let me see if I favored it. I can't see you guys' comments right now, so if you guys are asking me questions, I will try to go back to them right now, but I can't see them because I'm using my phone to read the comments, and since I'm on the phone looking... Okay, so I found these ones. I don't know if you guys could see them, but it's Christmas unicorns. These are the ones that I was talking about, and this one is by Heart Horse UK. So go on to Etsy. It's all one word, Heart Horse UK, and you guys will definitely find these. You could also put them on the decal for your cups if you guys want to use them on cups, or if you guys just want to go ahead and print them out and use them as a clip art, you guys could definitely do that. I also found these little faces, and these are by Digital Curio, so it's Digital Curio, and that's in Roseville, California. Go ahead and look that up, but this one is more of like a Halloween. This is the other. I'm going to try to see if I could see this. This is the other little unicorn Christmas. Look at that little unicorn right there with the Christmas dress. And this one is Milka Arts. So it's MALIKAARTS. And this one is also on Etsy. So these are little unicorns on here. And these are all Christmas. I believe there is one more, which I thought was adorable, which was this one. And this is by Zenware Design. So Zenware Designs. And I think that these are really super duper cute. So these were the little Christmas unicorns that I was talking to you guys about. I'm sorry that it took me so long to actually find them again and really give you guys the information on where to get it. So you're going to be here on the 23rd? That is so awesome, Divian. You're going to do some shopping, boo-boo. Yeah, so you guys definitely go to your Etsy and check those out. And if you guys purchase them, I mean, definitely let me know what you guys purchase and, you know, how it comes out and stuff like that. So right now, what we are doing is we're cutting the card base. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to go ahead and do two mats. So one of the mats, I'm going to go ahead and use this red foil cardstock. And this one I purchased it at Michael's. It's a Recollections. And I love it because it's that red metallic. So it's going to really kind of stand out with the red behind it. So it'll kind of be like an off in the Yeah. I know, I would be super duper excited. However, I have it around the corner, so I'm constantly going and I'm trying to wipe them out with whatever I can. No, Callisto. Not right now, boo-boo. So let's go ahead and score this because I'm going to only need the scoreboard once. Look at how dirty this is, guys. We've been using this like crazy. Well, I guess it's no time to be trying to be neat right now. So we're gonna go ahead and score these guys. I'm assuming you guys all know how to make A2 cards, so I don't really have to get into the whole measurements and all the scoring, right, guys? I know, aren't those unicorns so cute? Divian, I will leave you some, hun. I'll leave you some stuff when I know you guys are going around, but you know. If it's super cute, Jesse can't help it. Just so you guys know, my bestie who's on here, Yahara, she does the same thing. We can't go to the store and just buy one. We sometimes buy two or more if it's on sale. So these are the card bases that we are going to use. It's just a regular red Recollections 110 pounds. You guys know that I love to use 110 pounds because it is a lot more sturdier. So now at this point, because these little bad boys are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, we're going to go ahead and do the mat. And then on top of that, we're going to do a smaller mat because a smaller mat is going to be basically the focus point of this little Christmas card. And I'm going to make it a little simple because I don't want to get too elaborate on these cards because I want them to be able to be flat and I want you to be able to go ahead and mail them out without any problems. So this guy right here, like I said, if our card base was 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, we're going to go ahead and cut this one at, should I do it this way? I should do it this way. Jesse's little brain is not working right now. This is 8 1/2. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So we're going to go ahead and cut this one down to 5 1/4 and by 4. So we're only taking it down by 1/4 inch. And then so that'll give you kind of like that little frame. And then the next mat, we're going to go ahead and cut that down another 1/4 inch smaller than that. So it'll give us a little frame. Yeah, this red metallic paper, Divian, and the silver one is freaking awesome. I actually got both of those too. BFF or Honda, you better tell your store that they better get with it, boo-boo. Because, you know what? There's a Dollar General as well. Well, I call it a Dollar General, but it's actually the Giant Dollar or something like that. But my bestie actually has one close by her house. And they actually have crafting stuff there. So it's kind of weird that yours doesn't. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down. And then that was 5 1/4. So I'll go ahead. I just totally cut this one on the wrong paper. I could have got both of them out of this one, but Jesse cut it wrong. So look at that. I just wasted paper. I usually try not to. Hello, Grandma Joe. How are you? Okay. So these little mats are kind of small, these little white ones. I'm actually going to see how this is going to look. I guess the tree, where is that tree I made? Could kind of go behind. It's going to be pretty crowded, guys. But you know what? We will make this happen. Yeah. We're going to still go with it. We're going to go with it. It's going to be a tight little card. So, also what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and use this little die right here. And we are going to go ahead and cut out some little snow hills out of white cardstock. And I'm also reading right here. Sabrina, hey boo boo, how are you? Welcome, welcome. BFF. I'm so sorry. They are worthless there. Okay. So let's go ahead and start our stamping because we need to stamp this little penguin. Can I get away with stamping 2? Yes, we can. And I don't want to bring out my stamping tool, so I'm just going to bring out this mat and try to hope that we'll get a clean, crisp stamp on the first try. But if we do not, then I'm going to have to bring out that tool. And we could always flip the paper anyway and use the other side. Nobody would ever tell. Vivian, what did you send? What did you send us, boo-boo? Hello, Lauren. Welcome, boo-boo. Welcome. So, we're just using regular VersaFine ink, and this is the Onyx Black. We're just going to go ahead and use that. This is the same one that we use all the time. This is my go-to ink. You guys know that I love this ink. All right. Come on, guys. Cross your fingers. Let's just hope that we get it on the first try. Go ahead and stamp it. Leave it there for a few seconds. Let that ink transfer onto your paper. All right, that was good. That was good. Not too bad. So let's try the other one. The reason why I'm doing this first is because we have to go ahead and color these little bad boys, and so I want to go ahead and give them a chance to dry. I feel like I have to keep standing up to stamp these. So if you hear my chair, it's because I keep standing up on that. Shelly, hey boo boo, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we got that there. I like to go ahead and stamp, and if I'm done with my little stamp, I like to go ahead and get a wipey and just clean my stamps. You guys have seen me do this in my videos before. I don't know, there's just something about leaving ink on the stamp that kind of bugs me. So I always get this, and I clean it sort of gently. And then I dry it with this one. This is just a little terry cloth. So we're done with this little guy. So now at this point we could go ahead and start coloring this really quick. Now this little penguin is going to be easy to color because he is just black and white. And so we're going to go ahead and use our Tombow. We'll use the grayscale palette. And we are going to use the primary palette. Right? Or the bright one. I guess we'll go with the primary. So I'm going to use the colorless blender, and I'm going to use there's a dark black, and then there's like a jet black. I think the lamp black is N25. You guys know I'm colorblind, so I can't see, so I go by numbers. So that's N25, which should be a lamp black. I didn't want it to be too black. And then, let's go ahead and color these. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? How was your guys' Thanksgiving? Rhonda, I know that you had your Thanksgiving a little early, boo-boo. So I know yours was good. But how was everybody else's? If I'm quiet, it's because I'm concentrating. Staying in the lines is very, very important. And then right here, I'm just going to add a little bit right here on the edges. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick that up with a colorless blender because I don't want it to be too dark on the very top. I want it to kind of look like if, you know, the moonlight is kind of there. Although, I might have to just darken it a little bit more. I am so bad at coloring. Actually, I don't like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and color it all black. I'm going to go back on it, just let it dry a little bit so the paper has a chance to dry and I don't mess up the paper too much. But this is when I try stuff, and then basically if you don't like it, just go ahead and cover it up with more ink. Either way, these little snowmans are going to stand out because they're going to be on the little white snow hills. Okay, now let's go back and hit this little guy with some ink because I didn't like that. It made him look like if he was going bald on the top. We had a balding little penguin here. Now let's hit him with some Rogaine. Poor little guy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you bald. Okay. So we are basically done with, let me clean this off before I use it and accidentally mess something up. In order for your guys' colorless blender to get clean, just go ahead and rub it on some regular paper and it kind of cleans it off. And then you're done. So now we're going to go ahead and use our primary palette. And on this one, I want to go ahead and use a little orange because I'm going to give him an orange beak and orange little feet. So I want this to be a solid orange little beak as well as his little feet. So we will not be using our colorless blender for this. We're just straight going to color. Now, I don't know if a penguin's feet is orange. Is it orange or is that a duck? Oh, well, I don't even know. But we're going to go with this. Should have made him a little yellow beak. But anyway, this is our creation, so oh. 847. See? This is why we need to look at the colors because at the numbers. Because I was almost getting brown. And we do not want no brown. I might have to use a bright ones too. So I want to throw in a little bit of yellow here into the scarf as well. But I am going to kind of color the gift yellow. So this little gift is going to be a yellow little gift because I want it to be bright. Then we're going to throw a little red bow on this. Now, you guys could do as many of these cards as you guys want. I just decided to do 2 cards because I didn't want it to be too long. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time this Friday night. In case you guys have plans. I'm waiting for Miguel to get home. And then after when he gets home, we are going to go buy the ornaments for my Christmas tree. My Christmas tree is up. All the lights are on there. But it's not decorated because I don't know what color I am going to do. I will do a video of my house, you guys. I'm not really doing a video on how I'm putting it all together, but I will do a video once I'm done decorating it, and I'll show you guys how everything is decorated. Yahara, you need to get your little butt down here to my house so you could see it in person. But for the rest of you guys, I'm going to go ahead and make a video here on YouTube. I want this to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that a little bit more just so that it's a little bit brighter. I don't know if you guys could see this. Can you guys see it? So I want to go ahead and color this bow red. This tip is really, really bad. I feel like somebody messed up my tip. I do have family sometimes who comes and they craft. So somebody messed up this tip. You know it wasn't Jesse because I'm very, you know, about my stuff. I'm going to go ahead and add some red in here into the scarf, obviously. And then we'll add some green. This is the tedious part. This is the part that's going to take you guys probably the longest. Wait, what are you talking about, Grandma Joe? What did they do? What did they do? What are they doing? Tell me. Yeah, Anastasia, I need 2 sets of markers of each in order for... Since I use them so much. Is this... What number is this? 245? 245, yeah. This is green. Wait, I wasn't done with the red. What are you guys doing? Why'd you put it away? We weren't done, guys. But like I said, this is going to be the tedious part. This is going to be the part that's going to take the longest. Obviously, because you guys are going to color. Now, if you guys don't want to color this, then you don't have to. But then that all depends if you have this stamp set. This stamp set, if you guys are wondering where we purchased this, the bestie and I, Yahara, went to the Stamp Expo in Ontario, and this stamp we purchased it about, I want to say, 2 years ago. You guys have seen me use this stamp before. I have used it in the past. There's one where it's a row of little penguins. That's from the same stamp set. Oh, the markers. I know. Why did they do that, Habu? Damn people. I'm going to go ahead and add some green in here. Make this a... And I'm going to do his little earmuffs. Oh, wait. Okay, I keep forgetting this guy. See? Alright, Jesse. Where is your head at? My head is like trying to think about this card, and at the same time I'm trying to think, what am I going to buy at the store? Like, what color am I going to do? It's all over the place, guys. All over the place. Oh, you mean two sets of marker for... I know. Actually, you know what? Right now that you're saying that, I do have another set of watercolor markers, but they're the Artist Loft. I should give those to them when they're going to color. Good idea, Bobo. Good idea. That's what we're going to start doing. One set of markers for the guest, and the other ones for Jesse's tutorials. Yeah, this tip is completely messed up. Now, I wonder if I could cut the tip. I don't want to mess it up. It looked like when they were coloring it, they were like really pressing down on it. That's what it looks like. Well, that just made me sad. Okay, once we are done with this, now we're going to go ahead and bring out our Sizzix machine, because now we are just going to do nothing but die cutting. Oh wait, what are you talking about? We have to do the little background. Alright, so we have some inking to do, and then we're going to do some die cutting. How cute is he, right? I know, he's cute. Yes, Grandma Joe, Christmas at my house. Everybody's invited. You guys hop on your little cars and get over here. There's gonna be a lot of food too. Of course, I'm gonna cook. My sister's going to cook. She's an amazing cook. There's nothing that lady does not make that is not delicious. Oh my god. Okay. So, oh my god, let me show you guys this little die that just came in today. Look at the little gingerbread. He's dabbing. You guys know what dabbing is, right? That little, let me put it closer. That little dance that all these new kids do. So I got this at AliExpress. Let me take him out so you guys can see this really good. Really quick. How cute is he? I know, right? I'm going to have to give them lessons on how to color and not press too much on the... Let's start off with the lightest. Not to press too much on the markers. So you guys, I put rubber bands on these for two reasons. Reason number one is because these lids are so loose that they come off really easy. If you guys have these inks, you guys will know that, you know, they do come off easy. Number two is because I keep my little dabber in the back of this, and that rubber band holds it in here. Because if this was to get mixed up with all the other ones, Jesse will never be able to see the color and tell which one belongs to which. So those are my two little tips. And I use a rubber band to keep that on there. Hello, Kathy. How are you doing, boo-boo? And little Zuli. Hola, Zuli. Welcome, boo-boo. All right, so we're going to go ahead and ink. Now, remember, guys, I suck at inking, so you guys, we're not trying to get all crazy on this, but I do want to add some color onto here. And there is going to be some highs and some lows, obviously. We are going to darken the middle, I mean the end parts, I mean yeah, the outer parts, because I want that to be darker. And so it's not going to be, it's going to be kind of like a little snowy night. I'm not really going to worry too much about the bottom part because remember, we are going to use some of those snowy hills to add on to this little card. So I'm not too worried about that. And I'm also not too worried about these little marks on the side because once I hit it with the darker color, then it'll kind of blend in. But I do want to add some color. I'm going to really focus on this top part of the card. I'm not even going to add ink over here anymore. I know this looks like a little mess. It'll come together, guys, I promise. Lauren, what couldn't you choose, boo-boo? Zuli, I am doing fabulous, boo-boo. I am doing fabulous. I've been just super duper busy. Whoa, calm down there, sir. I've been super busy, and so that's a good thing, right? Keeping busy. I need to get those little blending brushes. I've seen them. I mean, obviously they have the ones that are specifically for crafting, but I've seen a lot of people using the ones for the makeup. So I was like, we could kind of totally do that. I want to add this guy. Oh, why? Who else is live right now? Am I tapping into somebody's live time? Okay, so let's add a little bit of darker. I don't know why I covered it. Izuli, you said Aura? I don't know if I know who that is. Do I know who? Is that a different? I don't know. I don't think I know who that is. Oh yeah, I don't think I know who that is, guys. Paper Treasury? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen her. I'll have to check her out. We are doing a little winter storm right here. We're gonna add some little snow on it too, guys, so don't worry. Don't be yelling at me telling me that I need more stuff. I gotta check her out. Check out this paper treasurer. Then we're going to go back and we're going to go ahead and hit it with the light blue in the center to kind of like blend all of that out. But I kind of wanted this to be darker on the edges, like so. Zuli, the distress inks, I have purchased them at different stores, Boo Boo. I have purchased them at Joann's. I have purchased some at Hobby Lobbies. I have purchased some at Michael's. It really all depends on who's having the sale that day. So that's where I usually go. Or unless, you know, one store doesn't have the actual color that I'm looking for. But for the most part, it's those three stores that I've purchased my little distress inks. Anastasia, yeah, no. I think that, okay, so what happened was that there was a few crafters who found those makeup brushes at the Dollar Tree, and I guess when they announced them on YouTube, well, people started going really crazy, and they started picking those up. So, yeah, they went pretty fast. I don't know where there would be any more, because this was like a few months ago. I actually went and I looked, because the ones that they sell for the crafting, they're kind of a little pricey, and I don't know if I want to spend that much on a blending brush, especially because I do blend quite a bit, but I don't blend too much. Oh, you were using them way back, Grandma Joe? Yeah, I know some of these techniques and stuff have been around for a long time. Because I remember, you know, a lot of the stuff that I used to use as well, they're still using them. And then you have all these YouTubers who are like, oh my God, this technique and this and that, which is new to them, obviously. But then I'm like looking at it, I'm like, boo-boos, they've been doing that for a while. Like, where have you been? But then, you know, then you got to think about it, and you're like, well, maybe some of these little crafters are new to the whole crafting thing. So we're done with these little inking things. Yeah, there are those makeup brushes. You know those makeup brushes that are kind of puffy and they're like angled? Those are the ones that they've been using. Actually, I think I'm going to go a little bit darker on the edges. Just a tiny bit. You know, I wonder if, because you know how you can, but you would probably have to order a big quantity, which is probably okay because if you think about it, how many colors do you guys have of inks? So, I'm wondering if you could, like, order them. You know how you can order stuff on the Dollar Tree? I wonder if you can do that. I don't know. I gotta look. Yeah, the real makeup brushes are expensive. I won't even try going there, boo-boo. Don't worry about your spout check, cat. We know what you're talking about. I get a lot of that spell check too sometimes. I hate when my phone tries to tell me what to do or what to say. Okay, so let's cut these little guys and put this card together. So I need to cut this grain. And I will be inking this green little tree with a darker green too, just to kind of give it a little bit of a dimension. So this little tree, if you guys are wondering, I did purchase this at... Jesse had this all wrong. Oh, Jesse. I purchased it at AliExpress. And you guys could order them because I know they still have some. However, I don't know if you guys will get it in time. But if you guys do get it, you guys could definitely use it for next year. And that's when you guys always hear me say, I purchased this, but I purchased it last year. It's because of that. Can I fit two? Oh. Jesse's always trying to be so frugal. Oh, look at that. We fit. Yeah, David, it's always good for the next year. You know, that's how we always have to look at things. Oh, you really want it, but it's not for this year? Well, it's okay. Do it for next year. So let's go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to clean my hands because I have that ink there and I'm about to grab some white paper and I do not want to stain my paper because how many times has that happened to you guys, huh? It's happened to me a lot of times. Okay, let's get this little bad boy. So we're using the Lawn Fawn Stitch Heel pop-up and we're going to go ahead and cut this. So do not worry about that. I'm going to need 2 pieces of paper. So, oh, what are you doing? I know, Naomi, it is so cute. I liked it because it's a little pop-up. So it's going to basically pop up like this. And it comes with the base for the back. Oh my God, wait, what is $399, Anastasia? What are we talking about? Are you still looking at those brushes? This does not want to come out. Jimmy, that always happens to me all the time. Like I put the die on top. Look, it didn't even cut. Are you freaking serious? I do that all the time. I always put the die and the paper on top of both plates, and then I'm like, where did that plate go? You need an AliExpress intervention? There's no such thing as those. You're gonna need one of those giant Dollar General interventions pretty soon. You make the hubby come bring you just for that store. Grandma Joe, you just got a Sizzix machine? That's awesome, boo-boo. I love these Sizzix machines. You guys see me use this all the time. So we are going to get some peeled paint, right? And see if we can kind of darken this tree just a little tiny bit. We are going to add some snow so it's going to stand out. I'm only going to ink like, well, can you tell? No. No. We're going to have to go a little darker. A pair of jeans for $250. Where, boo-boo? I would love to know where that is. I thought I was going to have enough with that one. But I guess not. We have to pull out the little distress inks, the little ones. And we need a dark green, so that's teal. That's mint. Evergreen. Lime. I don't think I have a darker one. I think this would be it. Okay, this one is darkening it. Okay, we got this. So this is going to actually make it pop out because that one is going to basically lay on top of this. And this way, it'll kind of define the edges of the little tree layers. This is the reason why I decided that we will be inking the tree. And a little bit of the branches. I mean, a little bit of the little... Well, yeah, these are branches. So this way, see? So that's a big difference from inking it to if you were just going to leave it plain like that. This is giving it a little bit more volume. Oh, wow. We are already hitting the hour. I better hurry up. Okay. Yes, Dana, are you still here? Where'd you go, boo-boo? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold these up so they're already folded before I glue this, because I don't want none of these parts to be glued. I'm just kind of bending them. So kind of just bend them out. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and, oh, this little one on top. All I'm gonna do is just add, look at this, add some glue on the edges. Oh my God, you're going to be at Disneyland on Christmas? That is so awesome. I know, I wish I could go around that time. I'm actually going next week. But I wish I could go around that time, but I can't. Because, like I said, I'm going to have Christmas Eve here. And most likely I'm going to have people spending the night, so I won't be able to go. Disneyland is so beautiful right now, guys. They have all the Christmas decorations. They're all decked out. It's amazing. Kim, hey boo boo, welcome. My little Kimmy, you're already here at the last part, boo boo. Poor Kim. You're always late. But the good thing is that you made it, and that's all that matters. I know, aren't these cute? The little trees. And then once we add the snow on here, they're going to look a lot cuter. Okay. So, we'll let these little guys dry while we put the rest of the card together. Oh, what are you talking about, Jesse? You didn't even cut out these little guys. Hi, Callisto. So let's go ahead and put these little dies on here. Yeah, you do, Yohara. You bought the penguin stamp with me. We both bought it. Because, remember, this one is the one that we liked a lot. Which, where is the white paper? Was the one with the little strip of all the little penguins. So if you guys remember last year, I made a Christmas card with this little roll of penguins. And so today we're using this one here. But, yeah, I remember you bought it too. Because we both saw it and we were like, oh my God, and we grabbed them. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Yeah, the expo. No, you were bad influence on me, girl. You're such an enabler. Everybody here could honestly say that I'm not. I'm not an enabler. Okay, so Let's go ahead and cut these. So I'm going to go ahead and use my trimmer to cut a straight line here. So on this die, there's already a crease there. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I'm going to use that crease to cut so that it's a little bit shorter. I know, aren't the penguins adorable? I love penguins. I just love penguins. Period. So these have those little stitches. And so they're easy to just cut. So we're going to put this little guy like that. Leticia, hey boo boo, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, BFF? Okay, so I think this is what we're going to do now. So let's put these guys together. What sentiment should we put in the inside? So we have all of these different sentiments. I think I want to go with this one, which says the most wonderful time of the year. Or I wanted to go with something that's kind of cute, like the stars are brightly shining. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just go with this one. The most wonderful time of the year. And we are going to use some black. Which is this one, right? The most wonderful time of the year, Divian? Is that the first one? So let's pick up this little guy. Callisto is literally sitting right underneath me right now. And I can't really roll my chair around because I'm afraid I'm going to smash his little feet or his little tail. This little man, I tell you. What would be cute nameplates? The little penguins? Or are you talking about... Are you talking about the trees? Yeah. That's cute. Yeah, those would be cute little... the nameplates. I'm telling you guys could do so much different things with anything, period. If your mind could picture it, you could make it, trust me. Hello, Tina. Welcome, boo-boo. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this away because you guys know how I am. So we're basically done with all of the stamping. So now let's put this together. Did Jesse really just do that wrong? He did. So I just messed it up because this sentiment should have been this way. I don't know why I thought I was doing a card this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fold this one back. Okay, and then this is the one that's going to be covered in the front. See, when you guys make a mistake like this, you always have a second chance. Ah, yesy, yesy. What am I gonna do with you? This is what happens. But there's always a fix. Always a fix, guys. Tina, hey boo boo. How are you? Welcome. Yes, we are all fabulous, boo boo. All of us. Everybody in this, all 15 of us are fabs. Fabulous. So let's do this one more time. I can't believe you messed it up. And on your live, Jesse. On your live. Can't take you anywhere. Alright. So, let's re-clean this stamp all over again. Thank you. There's always a recovery, huh, boo boo? You can't let it stop you. The show must continue. Okay. So now we could put this together. So now we're going to have to cover up this, which is such a nice sentiment. So if you guys have seen the metallic paper from Recollections, if you guys have gotten the gold one is really, really thin. It's almost like a little thin paper. I don't know if anybody has purchased that one, but it's really thin. And so I think that Michaels probably figured out that it was a little too thin for some of the crafts. And they made this one, the red one, and the silver one kind of thicker. So this is a lot thicker, which I like it. The other one's nice. I like to use it, but it is super thin, though. That I must say. It is super thin. Yeah, see, Tina, the thing is that was the same thing that kind of happened to me on that gold one. Like when you add in the glue and then you glue it, you can see where you added the glue once it's on the paper. And so I think that Recollections kind of, said, hey, we got to fix that. So before I glue the white on here, I want to go ahead and add the hills because the hills are going to be kind of sticking out from the ends, and I want to go ahead and have a chance to cut these. So you want to kind of add your hills first. Your hills, look at me. It sounds like I'm saying like shoes, like hills. And so, kind of want this one like right here. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Good night, Grandma Joe. You have a wonderful weekend, boo-boo. Thank you for stopping by and showing your love. Okay, so once I have this on here, I could go ahead and cut it with my scissors a little bit after. What you could do too is that you could glue the back one onto this first little hill and then just glue it all at once. Let's try that. You could go ahead and just center it like this wherever you want it. Excuse me. You just gotta find the way that works for you, boo-boos. And then we'll glue this. Oh, Bobo, let me tell you about the dies I own. I own a lot of dies. A lot. I'm just showing you right now. This is kind of what I have on my table right now. I just came in, which are all of these. Then the Christmas one. But I have a huge container full of dies, and it's not even funny. It's really not. I think that this is a disease. It's a disease. It's a disease that I like, so I ain't changing it. An intervention? What are those? I've never heard of that. Nobody could change us, Divian. They better love us for how we are and how we spend. Because they just have to. Okay, so now that we have these, now we can go ahead and glue this. Yeah, I have... Okay, so I'm going to show you guys right now really quick. I buy these little containers from Z99.999 store. And I purchased some of them about a year ago, so I have been looking for them and they don't have them anymore. I think everybody just kind of started purchasing them. But... let me show you. So there are these containers right here. These are the containers that I purchased from the 99-cent store, and they're pretty thick. And so I always just keep my dies in here like this. My dies are always in the packages, and like I have quite a bit of these. So this is like my Lawn Fawn one. And then I have my embossing folders in one of these as well. These are all my embossing folders. I have two of them that are just embossing folders. And then I have all these that are dies. Yeah. So all these are dies. And all these are jam-packed with dies, guys. So like... and I have them like coordinated. So like this one would be all of David Totera. So these are all like my little flowers and like lanterns. And I have some Tim Holtz stuff in here. And these are all my little flowers. And this is how I kind of organize my dies. But they always still stay in their packages. Because it's just easier for me. And just to put them in like that. So yes, I have a crap load of dies. And since I do a lot of AliExpress shopping, this is my AliExpress one. And I have all these dies here. And so some of these I haven't even used yet still. Like, it's ridiculous. No, actually, you know what? I lie. It's not ridiculous. These are all must-haves. So yeah, that's my little collection of dies. You totally love for me to detach. What is it called? You know what I'm talking about. Little Mexicals coming out of me right now. Whew, you guys think I have a lot of dies? You guys should see how many paper packs I have. It's not even funny. Oh yeah, Tina, I've been crafting for a little over 20 years, and that's just my dies. I can't even show you my stamps because my stamps are in an actual two drawer file cabinet, and they're all, I have them. I think you guys have seen the way I put my stamps. So my stamps are all like this, and these little, and they're back and forth. They're back in the back and the front. And so I have them like this, and these are all in the filing cabinets. And I have so many. I have a lot of long fun. Yeah. Yeah, BFF. Shh. Don't tell me, gal. I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and put the little tree right here. Like this. And then I'm going to put my little penguin in the front. Kind of like that. Right? I'm going to add some little snow. So this is the part that I wasn't really 100% sure. So I am going to add snow on the actual tree. And the way we are going to do that is we are going to use this Ranger's texture paste. I'm going to show you how. No, Kim. I did a craft room tour of my old house. But I haven't done one here at this house. And I have been saying that I'm going to, and I just haven't really got around to doing it, but I will definitely do one. So you guys could see how I store my paper. You guys could see how I store my stamps and all that good stuff. But I'll probably have to do it in a video so that I can go ahead and have a chance to edit some stuff that needs to be edited. Oh, so like I was going to say, this is the part where, like I say, whenever you're going to do a project, just take out everything that you like. And I know that sometimes on your desk, you're going to have a lot of stuff on there. It doesn't mean that you're going to end up using everything, but it's always good to have everything out there so that your mind could just take flight on your creativity, and then you could just from there use whatever it is that you guys want to use. So like in this case, I took this out right here. Yes, Leticia, I would definitely do a tour, boo-boo. I'll go ahead and announce it on my Instagram when I end up doing it. So right here, this is what I was going to end up doing was I was going to add some glue on the very edge of the snow hills and just basically kind of drop this on the very top just to kind of give it a little bit of shimmer, and also to kind of give it a little bit more of a texture. However, I don't know if I'm going to do that after all. I think I'm just going to leave it like that because I kind of like the way it looks already. Oh, I know, Kim. I gotta make sure he doesn't see this video. Which, he should be coming home like anytime soon, so. If he's not already hearing me. Just add my little penguin right here. I'm not adding any dimension, guys. I don't want any dimension on this card because I don't want to have such a hard time when I mail these. You guys already know that if it's kind of a little bit bulky, or if it doesn't bend, supposedly, because this is what the lady from the post office told me one day. She was like, the cards go through the machine. She's like, and if the card goes in the machine and it's not able to bend on the thing, she goes, then it's considered a package. And they actually tried to charge me $340 for each card when I was sending out Valentine cards, and I was like, no, boo, no, that's not gonna work. So I just said forget it. I'm going to just start making the flat cards whenever I'm going to send out cards. So this paste right here is a texture paste, and all I do is I just grab the little palette, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of this texture paste onto the edge of those little tree branches, and it kind of just gives it like a little snow effect, sort of. How did I do this? I did it with my finger, actually. So I need these to kind of stand up a little bit. You kind of want to work fast because this texture stuff really does kind of dry a little bit fast. So I want to go ahead and add some snow on here. Let's do it with my finger. This is not working. The other little tree, I actually did it with my finger. Sometimes you just gotta get dirty, guys. You just gotta get dirty. Jesse was trying not to do this with his finger, but it's not working. Craft Creations, hey boo boo, how are you? Welcome. So I'm not going to add too much. I'm not going to get too crazy, but I do want to kind of add, you know, quite enough. So that's kind of like the little snow effect that we're trying to go for. I'm glad you made it, boo boo. So obviously it didn't work with the palette. When I actually do like kind of like a little stucco on a house or something, I usually use a palette knife and it kind of works a little bit good. But I guess for this certain little technique on the tree, it kind of was not working. So I had to use my finger and get dirty on this. So yeah. So I'm kind of bending this a little bit up just so that I can go ahead and grab some of these branches as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, sometimes, you guys, it's in the little tiny details that will totally bring it all together. Sue, hey boo boo. Oh my god, you have this die? Get to it, boo boo. You definitely need to try it. You guys, if you have this die, you guys are gonna love it. You guys could do little tags because the back is just kind of straight. And so you could do little tags. You guys could do little, somebody was saying placement cards with the little penguins, but you could definitely do it on that. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my little gel pen. And I am going to add a little bit of snow here and there. And then I'm going to add like a little bit of, a little tiny bit of glitter. Maybe we want these little snows to be a little bit bigger. So I'm just adding the little snow. So Naomi, the paste is a texture paste and it's by Ranger. So I purchased this one at Michael's. You could definitely purchase this at Michael's. I think the jar is about $10.99 and I've had this jar forever. I have used it last Christmas and I have used it for a little house that I did. And so it lasts a long time. You can use it for so many things. If you guys want to use it for stencils, you guys could do that. Definitely works really good with stenciling. If you guys just want to add some texture to something, like I do little houses. Tim Holtz has these little homes that are, it's a die. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those, but I actually make those little houses. And sometimes to make the houses look a little bit more like realistic, I use this to make it look like stucco. This is one of the little houses that I made, and it's a 3D house. I usually put like a little battery operated tea light so it looks like it's lit up. But this is a little house that I made. And so if I wanted to make this look kind of old and stocko-ish, I would definitely use this, and you can actually ink this once it's all dried up. Once this is dry, it's actually pretty, it sticks on pretty good, and it stays pretty hard. But what I love about it is that it's super duper light. So it's like if you didn't even add anything on this. You were to think that something like this, like a texture paste, will kind of put a little bit weight to a project. But no, this actually works pretty good. And so I would basically use this texture paste to kind of add like a little stucco looking on the houses. And this right here is sandpaper. So I went to the 99 and I bought sandpaper, and I used it to make the little roof. And then I just added some glitter, Wink Estella, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so this is one of my little houses. So when I do things like this, I definitely use this. So these are the little cards, guys. These are the cards that we just finished making today. And if, for those of you guys who are just coming in right now, we went ahead and we stamped it with the sentiment that says the most wonderful time of the year. And that was a stamp set that we purchased at Michael's. And like I said, I saw this stamp set already. This one, not this one, but I saw this one. And this one was definitely there, but it was just in a different packaging. So you guys want to check that out and see if you guys still have that. But we are completely done. Find a shop. I know my neighbor tells me that all the time. Well, my old neighbor used to tell me that, and then my new neighbor just told me that recently too. She was like, "You need to sell your stuff," but you know, it's kind of hard to sell stuff, anyways. But so these are the creations we made, guys. We used these for the sentiment, and we used this little penguin set that we purchased at the Craft Expo. We also used this little Christmas die that we purchased from Ollie. And then this stamp set comes with its own little coordinating die, so we definitely use that. And this is basically all we used, and the texture paint, to create this little guy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you guys. I love our little chat and crafts. And today we didn't really do a haul because I haven't really gone shopping. I've been so busy with other things. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it inspires you guys to make a simple little card. These cards are super duper cute, and they're super simple, but I mean, you know, they're cute. If I had a little reindeer, a tiny little reindeer stamp, I would have totally stamped a little reindeer in the back, like make it look like Santa was flying in the background. But I don't have it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it like this. I think it's cute enough the way it is. I want to go ahead and thank everybody who came in here and took some of their time off of this Friday night to come in here and join me. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for all your support. I love you all, my little crafty monsters. Like I said, I hope this inspires you guys to make some Christmas cards. And if you guys do make some Christmas cards, definitely share with us on our Instagram and our Facebook at Paper to Masterpiece. I would love to see your creations. What did you say, Boo Boo? I'm trying to read. I so want the Sizzix die from the show you showed us with all the pictures inside. Oh my god, I know that I didn't end up getting it. That die was $34.95, you guys, and so I was thinking that I probably could find it on eBay. If I do find it on eBay, I will definitely let you guys know. But like I said, guys, that's it for today, my little crafty monsters. Again, thank you so much for coming in. Stay tuned next week, guys. We're going to be making some Christmas decorations. My bestie Yohara, her husband's going to help me cut the wood to make our little reindeers. We're going to be making some cute little easy reindeers, and we are going to be making some other little Christmas little tiny easy decors. Nothing too complicated, something that you guys could all, you know, jump in and try for yourselves. So like I said, thank you guys for coming. Love you guys all, and until next time, goodbye.